Good morning mga ka-tribu and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Business Sense. I am Comfy Manalo. Artificial intelligence is changing how organizations work, and it is changing people's lives. It is bringing about major advances in healthcare, helping people recover faster and longer. It is making our lives safer, preventing accidents on the road and in the factory. And because it had us essential but arduous tasks, it gives us the freedom to focus on other things. To give us more information how to harness responsible AI in industries, we are honored to have today a very special guest, Mr. Benson, the Senior Vice President and Global Head of Business Intelligence and Solutions at Transformative Digital Customer Experience, sorry. That's TDCX. Good morning, Mr. Ben. It's nice to have you.
Good morning, Kofi. Nice to be here.
And good morning, Sir Ben. Thank you very much for joining us today. In today's evolving, so we should start our questions. So in today's rapidly evolving landscape, how crucial is AI in enhancing efficiency and decision making across industries, including customer experience and management?
It's super. Good morning. Obviously, it's super important. As you know, in the last. Sorry, but are we live or are we not live? Oh, we are live. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Let me make another start. Sorry. Hold on.
Sorry, we're having technical issues. That's issue
Okay.
with
Sorry, I wasn't sure.
going live. Anyways, sir, can you tell us about TDCX? And it has been involved at the forefront of innovation. And can you elaborate on how the company harnesses generative AI to streamline process and improve the quality of service provided to your clients?
Sure thing. Thanks, Kofi. First of all, let me take a minute to just share a little bit about TDCX in terms of what we do. TDCX, we are a publicly listed company on New York Stock Exchange. We are a customer-centric company. We focus in customer experience. We're essentially in the business of serving customers and making their interactions with the customer support better. So we're helping our customers to grow their presence with their customers and help to improve all the interactions and their loyalty, and as well as the overall customer engagement experience to help to enhance their brand and value proposition. We are TDCX. We're a global company. We are situated in all the major markets, especially strong in Southeast Asia. We have strong presence in Europe and Americas. We have over 30 campuses, over 17 countries. We have around 18,000 employees now, and we're still growing quite strong. And on top of that, as I mentioned, in terms of what we do, we are focusing customer experience, and specifically, there's a few specific service lines type of services we do provide. Number one is obviously customer service support in terms of helping customers solving their daily, everyday issues, whether that's booking an airline ticket or booking a hotel ticket or trying to solve issues with your phones or trying to solve your social media accounts. So imagine you have, I'm sure many of us had experienced this. Imagine that you had trying to book a hotel room where all of a sudden things didn't go as planned, and then you need to go work out with the issues with your customer support with the company, and that's where TDCX comes to help. So we're the ones that come in to help our customers to solve very complex issues and help them to go off their way and to make their life better. With that, obviously, in the spirit of generative AI, we are really embracing and adopting to generative AI. This is something that obviously has been taking the world by storm. There's been a lot of advances in this space, and really obviously impacts TDCX and customer experience sector quite a bit. We have taken a number of steps in terms of innovating and co-innovating and really embracing the generative AI together with our customers and our clients alike. Along the way, we have innovated a number of new initiatives that helps with the customer assist in terms of real life customer assist, and also helping them to improve, help to augment the way we serve our customers. And really more importantly, trying to make the whole customer interactions and the experience more efficient by leveraging a number of automations and augmenting with generative AI to really produce and generate the value that we weren't able to before. So from that perspective, GenAI has been a groundbreaking technology that has really helped us to improve the way we serve our customers.
Yeah, I agree with you that generative AI has really been creating a lot of storm. It's been people have been talking about AI. There's ChatGPT, and there's of course there are other applications of generative AI in many industries. But there's also concern of responsible usage of AI, and there's even concern that AI will replace jobs of humans, and because TDCE is basically more on providing customer service to your clients. But in terms of customer service, most of the clients, most of the customers prefer interacting with real people and not talking to bots or AI. So how do you reconcile that concern with what you're providing your clients and what the customer needs?
It's a really good question. That's actually one of the major questions I think everybody kind of asks. Really is because I think everybody like probably haven't had the best experience with the machines to date. Obviously, we've seen the advances in machines. I mean, we have come a long way since 30 years ago. But generative AI is a little bit different. It does have the intelligence that help us to augment and to really to provide that to supplement the traditional customer service with the human touch. But with that said, as great as generative AI is, it can't really do everything by itself. There's still the responsibility from the practitioners and individuals and companies to really ensure that we use generative AI in a responsible way. Along with that, obviously, that means that we need to ensure that we provide the most accurate information on behalf of our customers to be able to better serve them. As well, we all know Gen AI sometimes has a tendency to hallucinate. We obviously have developed models and guided AI to not hallucinate as much, also to be able to provide the right answers at the right time in the right context for our customers. Now, how does that actually impact the customers in the real interactions? Again, there's a couple of ways that we do that. We really think that has made a major significant change and for the better on behalf of our customers. One thing is obviously everybody has experienced chatbots. So I'm sure everybody has frustrated with the way chatbots work in general. But with generative AI, now the AI is actually quite smart, where we are able to embed the Gen AI capabilities to help to answer some of the most routine and common questions and at a very intellectual way. So that's something we weren't able to do before. Now, maybe we can ask the question of, well, what is the impact to humans? I think that's your question is, Kofi. The short answer really is we're embracing it, like I said before. We're making AI, Gen AI, as part of our life. we are augmenting and we are leveraging Gen AI in terms of how we better serve the customers. So, for example, we are embedding the way we serve customers by letting AI do some of the simple and more common things, and yet enhance it with our skills. As you know, our TDCX, we perform very complex customer service support. These are some of the things that Gen AI are not the easiest thing for Gen AI to perform. So we still see there's quite a bit of a need, and it's critical to have humans to take care of some of these toughest questions. But we do see the value of Gen AI in complementing humans to completing these tasks. As Gen AI matures more and more, and as we continue to integrate the way humans and Gen AI work together, we truly believe this is really going to be the difference maker in terms of how to provide the best customer service for our clients and customers.
So, are you predicting that since you said that generative AI has become more mature and has become more intelligent and can answer some of difficult questions from the customers, so are you predicting that there will come a time that this generative AI used in customer service will become so mature and so intelligent that humans will no longer be able to distinguish if they are talking to a human or or an AI? That's like in there are several industries now where you can no longer distinguish between an AI and a real human, like in modeling or influence. There are even influencers, popular influencers, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they are AI. They are AI generated avatars, but and we can recognize that. Is that the direction that you are seeing with generative AI in the customer service space?
Very good question. I think just to build off what I was describing earlier, we truly do see generative AI complement the way humans perform customer service. As you rightly pointed out, machines are going to get smarter. We're going to have faster processors. We're going to have smarter machines. AI is going to have more intelligence. It's going to understand more contextual feelings. So all these are going to happen. Yet, we truly believe it's not AI that is going to replace humans. When you think about it, the world actually is not running on machines. One of the simplest example is humans communicate in analogs. Machines typically communicate in digital, right? So it's two different languages. With that said, just continue to build off what I was mentioning earlier. We truly see AI will complement the way we perform customer service in CX. Just give you a couple examples. For example, with generative AI, in the typical setting, when our typical customer service representative from TDCX would support a particular case, and for example, if I just leverage on the hotel bookings, for example, the individual rep is going to have to, let's say, go search through a number of questions, a number of knowledge bases and articles in order to help a particular customer to resolve their issues. Now with Gen AI, we can actually save a lot of that time with a click of a finger. So while the agent's actually trying to understand the particular customer issues, we can have Gen AI work in the background and help us to provide that information automatically. And then the agent can actually serve the customer in a much more efficient way. So imagine your typical live for agent without Gen AI probably takes 10, 15 minutes to answer a complex question or solve a complex issue on behalf of a customer. Now with Gen AI, we can do that in minutes. So imagine the productivity savings that we're able to generate. So again, just coming back to your question, no, we don't believe Gen AI is going to replace humans. The work that we do is going to get more and more complex. And Gen AI is only going to help us to elevate the way we serve customers, and it's going to help us to really provide better value to the customers.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Of course, sir, I am a journalist, so I'm in this industry, and of course, we are concerned with how AI will impact the journalism industry. So, with the recent emergence of AI-powered news anchors like those on GMA, do you see AI gradually? Since we're talking about if AI will replace humans, do you see AI gradually replacing humans in certain roles within the customer service and support industry? So just a follow-up question to what we were discussing.
Sure.
Before you answer that question, we will pause for a short break.
Okay, sure. All right.
This break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Globe, atin ang mundo. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you. A wellness show dedicated to empowering viewers with the knowledge and inspiration needed to lead a healthy lifestyle. Be Well Now, hosted by Miss Cory Crino, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
Alamin ang pinakamaiinit na balita at mahalagang issue na bumabalot ngayon sa ating bansa. Ating pag-usapan, blow by blow, dito lang sa Hot Patatas, kasama sila Chicky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco at Gio Leaño. Yung Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Conversations that are masterclasses from the top honchos of various industries. Learn from their strategies and insights so you yourself can unlock your full potential. Perfect every Friday at 2 p.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Creative minds, entertainment icons, style influencers. We shine the spotlight on remarkable individuals who shape our cultural landscape. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. only here in Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
Parayan at talakayang showbiz, times 2, doble-doble! Kasama ang dalawa sa walang kupas na talakayan ng showbiz, Alwin Ignacio at Alex Brosas. DTT Show, tuwing Sabado at Linggo, alas 4 ng hapon, dito lang sa Diaryo Tirada ng Daily Tribune.
Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
And we're back, and you're still watching Business Sense, and still with us is Mr. Ben San, the CEO of Transformative Digital Customer Service. So before we took a break, we left you a hanging question. Actually, it's a follow-up question about the possibility, or is the possibility of AI replacing humans in certain roles in certain industries, like customer service and support industry sector. So your comment on that, sir?
It's actually a very interesting question that is actually quite intriguing that you're asking this question, especially that touches your industry and sector. I think I can only I don't have a magic wand in terms of saying, well, is it really going to replace human or TV personalities? But obviously, I have seen where obviously I have situations where you can have generative AIs that are quite intelligent. They can produce long scripts, they can produce videos, they can do recordings of voice, they can come up with text, they can really describe stories. So I totally recognize the capabilities and the power of Gen AI from that perspective. And I think to most part, as you kind of see us across some of these industries and sectors, especially in education, obviously in the entertainment industry, I understand recently we just had a strike in Hollywood with the writers. So obviously people are quite concerned. But I do see Gen AI as a complementary tool for humans in this area. So imagine someone needs a writer who needs to write a long script or a really nice movie or a TV series. Now Gen AI has a possibility to be an inspiration, right? I don't think it will replace humans. It has the power to actually calculate and then come up with the many different scenarios for someone like yourself to consider how to present and how to position. So while the machines can do that, I truly believe, I mean, we all still need human touch. As I mentioned earlier, I was using the analog versus digital example. I don't think that ever going to replace, because humans, we do talk in analogs. We do have emotions. We do have empathy. Could AI one day become that? Possibly. I'm not going to say no with the power of Gen AI now with how fast the chip's going, but I don't see that anytime soon. But again, more and more, I do think the way that now with society and the companies and the governments, there's quite a bit of push in terms of using Gen AI responsibly. I think there are going to be rules, guardrails to help us to guide how we use Gen AI. And as smart as Gen AI is, I think we will be able to use it in a smart and intelligent and responsible way. I truly do believe Gen AI is going to be a great complementary tool and service or solution for all the different industries and sectors.
Well, that is a relief. At least my job is secured. So, can you share us some specific examples of how TDCX utilizes generative AI to automate tasks or provide real-time insights that were previously challenging to obtain?
Sure, totally. And let me give a couple examples. I think you touched on a couple of things. One is automation, and the other is insights generation. I think from an automation perspective, generative AI now has the power to really connect and to go learn and generate on behalf of humans. So think of a turnkey that you think of a car. You have a machine, but without a car key, you're not going to be able to turn it on. So generative AI has the ability to help to turn that key, turn the car on. Look, I mean, we have, in the last over 20, 30 years or so, I think many people probably don't realize is a lot of things that we do now is actually quite automated already. I remember there was a stat from Wall Street Journal where they described, I think it just came out right at the time of this time last year when Gen AI first started making great news, is that about 40% of our human activities, or in terms of the work that we do, they're actually already automated. So automation to humans, to us, is actually nothing new. We're really just getting better and better, and helping us to be more efficient and more productive. So with that said, a couple of good examples just in terms of automation. For example, one of the very interesting piece of work that we have done on behalf of our client is to help them to automate the way that we can serve them in terms of serving our customers. One of the interesting is, for example, for this digital advertising customer that we do have. One of the things you think of digital sales, digital advertising, is actually a very classic sales job. It requires a lot of human interactions. Requires a lot of human touch. But what we have done is using generative AI to really automate the workflow in terms of providing all the insights for our sales agents and reps, and then they can essentially focus on contacting the customer, understanding the customer, so they don't have to spend all their time on manual work. So we took away, for example, the manual notes capture. We took away, for example, the automatic generation and debriefing of summarization of the work that they need to do. So that alone, we're able to save 30-40% of all their time, so they can actually go make more contact with the customers. So that's a classic example of how we can save productivity, give off essentially offshoring, or sorry, that's probably not the right word, it's an offloading the manual tasks to the machines for Gen AI to produce, and then while humans can focus on higher level or more sophisticated work. Now, in terms of insights generation, this is actually one area that's even more interesting. We're in the business of customer service in terms of customer satisfaction, and we do a lot of client interactions. Our teams, our employees were at the forefront of serving clients, serving customers. And you can imagine there are thousands and millions of interactions on a daily basis. And all men are not created equal because everybody have a different ways of serving customers. Everybody have a different way of speech. Everybody have different ways of interacting with customers. Some are great. So I'm sure you probably had experience of talking to a customer service rep where you come off as, oh, this is fantastic. And maybe other time you say, wow, maybe it's not so great. So now we have the ability to really detecting with each interaction of customer conversations, what went well and what didn't go well. So Gen AI has the ability to detect, listen, summarize, and identify the best way to actually engage a particular customer, and what are the things that you can do as a customer service rep, and what are the things that you shouldn't be doing. So that summarization at the detail level, the insights we were not able to capture before. So the old-fashioned way was really around, we would actually have a conversation. We do some kind of random checks. So now we can actually do this at scale. We can actually check and verify, audit, and generate insights based on massive and large volume of interactions to be able to generate insights we're never able to generate before. And hence is really helping us to improve individual customers' performance, improve the entire team's performance, and improve the entire customer experience for the end consumers.
So we both agree that generative AI really has profound benefits for almost all industries. And we can agree also too that AI can enhance our performance and productivity. So how does then companies like TDCX ensures that human touch and empathy are not lost in the process of automation and AI-induced operations?
That's a very good question, right? I think it's just building off what I was alluding on before. We were really embracing Gen AI, and we do believe we have to use it responsibly. And we do believe all companies to do this, right? And specifically for TDCX, because the way we serve our customers, because we have large volume of customer service transactions, we have a large number of employees, and it's critical for us to ensure that standardization and in turn ensure that we can properly leverage generative AI to serve our customers. So again, I think there are a number of ways that we have taken to ensure we do that. Again, it's well, we're still learning, but we have had some good success. So for example, we have leveraged generative AI to measure our employee pulse in terms of how our employees are feeling. We have obviously deployed this with our customers as well, trying to measure how well customers are feeling, how are we satisfying their demands, and what are the things that we can do to improve that. Now, coming back to how do we integrate this whole machine and generative AI and humans? Again, it's going to be coexistence. It's going to be complementary. I think there's a number of tools that we have internally that we have integrated generative AI. So one of the biggest things that we do is coaching, in terms of coaching individuals on how to serve the customers, how to interact with the customers, how to perform the best job you can do in a particular situation. And again, this is where an area, just as I alluded to earlier, where with generative AI, we're able to get onto the details. Generative AI is able to help to make recommendations and help humans to identify the areas where we can improve and help humans to, for example, even generate the conversation, the scripts, the guidelines. As we were talking about, generative AI can generate scripts or even movies or videos. So it has that power, but it needs to be guided. So what we have done is really put generative AI in the context of our customer service. We really have helped to guide generative AI in the tools that we have developed and using with our employees, and then hence use them responsibly and make it better for people to access, and really become a complementary tool.
So in terms of decision making, how does generative AI assist TDCX in making more informed and data-driven choices, ultimately benefiting both the company and your clients?
That's very good, because I think a lot of companies and enterprises actually really put a lot of emphasis in this area. As you know, big data analytics is a hot topic, and is a major area of focus for a lot of enterprise and organizations. And the ability to harness that big data is actually the key to a lot of success. And obviously for TDCX, we, like many other companies, we have a lot of data, and that needs to be harnessed and really needs to be turned into insights. So generative AI can help us to connect the dots, can help us to link up our internal systems, can help us to generate the insights of the data that we have. So for example, in TDCX, we have our big data lake, and we have our own proprietary solution called Acuity, where we already have some of the most advanced analytics solutions that's already available. Yet, a lot of these solutions will require human interpretation. It needs the humans like us to actually figure out, how do we actually troubleshoot? How do we leverage that data to tell a story? How do we leverage that data to solve a problem? So this is where generative AI can come in and help. Generative AI can mine that data and help us to make the recommendations, and help us to lead, to think, to dissect, and essentially do problem solving, and essentially give us options. And as you can think that whole flow, the humans like us, we is in turn, with the power of generative AI, doing most of the hard work in terms of calculations and recommendations, and then we can focus on real insights and then be able to make the right decisions of those recommendations.
Thank you very much for that insight. That's a very valuable information. So, can you provide us examples or specific examples of how generative AI has improved the accuracy and efficiency of customer interactions, leading to enhanced customer satisfaction and loyalty? But before you answer that, we will again pause for a short break.
Yeah, sure.
This break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Globe, atin ang mundo. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you.
A wellness show dedicated to empowering viewers with knowledge and inspiration needed to lead a healthy lifestyle. Be Well Now, hosted by Miss Cory Crino, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. only here at Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Alamin ang pinakamaiinit na balita at mahalagang issue na bumabalot ngayon sa ating bansa. Ating pag-usapan, blow by blow, dito lang sa Hot Patatas, kasama sila Chicky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco at Gio Leaño. Tuwing Lunes, Miyerkules at Biyernes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube. Conversations that are masterclasses from the top honchos of various industries. Learn from their strategies and insights so you yourself can unlock your full potential. Perfect! Every Friday at 2 p.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Creative minds, entertainment icons, style influencers. We shine the spotlight on remarkable individuals who shape our cultural landscape. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. only here in Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube. Parayan at talakayang showbiz! Times 2! Doble-doble! Kasama ang dalawa sa walang kupas na talakayan ng showbiz, Alwin Ignacio at Alex Brosas. DTT Show, tuwing Sabado at Linggo, alas 4 ng hapon, dito lang sa Diaryo Tirada ng Daily Tribune.
Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
And we're back, and you're still watching Business Sense, and still with us is Mr. Benson of TDCX. Earlier, before we took a break, Mr. Benson was discussing how generative AI can impact our lives, improve our performance, and our efficiency. And of course, he assured us that our jobs are safe, and AI will not be replacing humans or our jobs anytime soon. So, but again, before we took a break, we left a hanging question for Mr. Benson. We asked him to provide us samples or examples of how generative AI has actually improved the accuracy and efficiency of customer interaction, and which led to the enhanced customer satisfaction and loyalty. So, any your comment on that, sir?
Sure. I can probably give one or two examples of that. One of them is, as I mentioned before, one of the work that we do is support our customers in terms of helping them with the digital sales. In terms of tradition. So if you think of a traditional B2B sales, inside sales, so that's the type of work that we do. One of the things that we do quite well at. One of the interesting things with that is in order for our agents or for our companies to actually make a sale, to identify the sales opportunity, we have to reach them. So imagine you can't really make a sale unless you're able to identify and reach the customers and have a conversation with them. So that's where generative AI actually helped us in terms of the accuracy aspect. So we're able to leverage Gen AI and produce building our own proprietary model to help our teams to actually go reach customers. So we're able to tell them what's the best time to reach what type of customers in which region and in country, and what type of work they do. And these are factored into the way that we calculate our model in order to predict how to best reach a customer. So this actually saves quite a bit of productivity, and with the accuracy we're able to achieve, we're able to uplift, for example, the customer contact rate by 10%. So these are the things that before individual humans who essentially do is a guesstimation, trial and error, to figure out, well, if I want to try to contact a customer, what's the best time for me to contact that person? I might keep on calling. I might call a few times. Now you know the precise times or time range and the most likely time to actually contact them. So hence, again, it's a productivity gain, and also it helps to do value creation because we're able to better contact them and really contact them at the right time.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. So do you have any parting words for our viewers and readers?
Oh wow, okay. No, I don't think I have I don't think I have the magic wand in terms of the what's going to happen with generative AI. I think that's a lot of people are trying to figure out. All I know is I think, like everyone, we are certainly embracing the change. We do believe generative AI is here for the better of all of us. It's going to help us to advance. It's going to help us to become more productive. It's going to help us to enhance the way we serve customers. And it's actually going to make our customers and our employees' life a lot easier. So with that, I do think generative AI is here to stay, and is going to have a really good positive effect for all of us. Surely there are going to be some scares here and there, but I think those are the bumps along the way. Overall, I think we're going to continue to evolve, and we're going to continue to embrace, and we're going to make things better.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benson, for the enlightening discussion. And remember, mga ka-tribu, AI are leveraging tools to enhance our performance and to increase our productivity. And for us humans, we must remember to always upskill and learn new things that the AI hasn't learned yet, so that our jobs will be secured in the future. But then again, as Mr. Benson said, there's no one has a magic wand to predict the future. The best thing you can do is try to learn new things and upskill what we have, so that we can always keep ourselves abreast with the developing and innovating technologies, and we can secure our future. So with that, mga katribu, thank you very much for watching. Watch the weekly business sense every 10 a.m. on Monday over our Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. This has been Business Sense, and I am Confi Manalo. Thank you very much.